Hi, I'm Gene Simmons.
And I'm Paul Stanley, and we are part of KISS. And you make sure you tune into Iain Lee's new Late Night Show.
Iain Lee's 2-hour-long late-night radio show starting at 11.
Woo!
Iain Lee. Absolute radio.
Eloise. Thank you, Eloise. I didn't think you were going to make it for the start of the show.
I can't hear what's going out. Like, it's classic rock is going out. So I was like,
Oh!
it's not started yet.
So we are going out, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, that's always a relief. Did you? Oh no! Kiss it better. If you get not scabies, not scabs, warts, you're supposed to wee on them.
No, you're not.
You are.
Why?
So I got warts on my hand. You're supposed to wee on them. The acid in wee removes them. You're right. What are you doing? I'm trying to start the show and you're dicking around. You're moving around, doing stuff. I'm going, is that for me? What is that for? What are you doing?
That's in case Steve Smith called in.
Hello, line one.
No.
You're on the wireless.
It's Party Wolf from Hereford.
Party Wolf.
I can't hear anything.
Okay. Is that it?
No.
Okay. What do you want?
What do we want? Party. We want to party, Ian.
Okay. Well, you've come to the wrong place. I'm afraid. This is a party-free zone.
Is it? Is it really?
No parties here tonight.
Oh, okay, well, we'll just chat then.
No, I don't think we will. So, did you have a good weekend, lady? I've turned your headphones up. You
Yeah,
can hear
but I've just realised someone has robbed.
them. You are doing everything in your power to balls this show up.
Robbed the end.
I'll rob your end in a minute. Oh, no, I don't know what it means. Did you have a good weekend?
I did, thank you.
What
did you?
did you do?
I did the 3D cinema thing.
Oh, but you couldn't see 3D?
No.
Okay.
But it was still very good.
It was the Alice in Wonderland
Yes.
motion picture, yeah, there we are.
And then I went out for dinner. I went to a house party.
Yeah. Well, when you say house party, is it or someone, hello, come in and have
No,
some
it was a bit
vol-au-vents? Oh, okay, one of those. They still do those, do they?
Yeah.
Did you have any meow meow? You need to get it quickly. They're making it illegal.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what meow meow
Oh,
is?
yes, the legal drug.
Soon to be, possibly already illegal. They've made it illegal. What am I going to do with all my meow meow?
I don't know.
It's never. Hey, listen, kids. Drugs are a bad thing, and you know that, and you shouldn't do them. They're naughty. But it's not called meow meow. No one phones up their man. Hello, yeah. Yeah, I need some meow meow for the weekend.
No.
Can you get enough meow meow for 5 people for Friday night, please? No one calls it meow
They
meow.
must have shortened it to M by now.
Yeah, it'd be M, wouldn't it? Get a bit of M. Can you get some M?
Yeah.
Desperate for some M. I want some M. I need some meow meow. I need meow meow. But no one calls it meow. One of the great things I do like watching drug panic stories when the nation panics. This will destroy everybody. But it's been great just hearing newsreaders on Radio 4 say, with the recent sales of meow meow breaking, it's wonderful that it's called meow meow, but it's not. But so you have to get rid of your stash.
All right, okay, I will.
I went bowling this weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah, with
Where
my.
did you go?
We went to bowling in Lewisham. Yes,
What?
you were going to say something.
I was going to say, and then I thought it wasn't relevant, but I wanted to go to that Bloomsbury one where they do it in UV.
Not relevant.
I knew, that's why I stopped.
But then you carried on.
No, I didn't. You stopped
No,
so that
you
I could
carried
carry
on.
No.
So went bowling. It was my nephew's 5th birthday, Dylan's 5th birthday, so we all went. But kids, bowling, no, it's bad.
Did they not have that special machine? I used to do it with the special machine.
Well, they had a ramp that you put the ball on.
Yeah.
And they had the side. It's cheating because they got the sides up so it can't go in the alley. They should have taken the sides down and taught those kids a thing or two about disappointment and failure because that's all life is: disappointment and failure.
It's a bit pessimistic to start out like that, though, isn't it?
No, break them at a young age because I found out later in life that all it is disappointment, misery, and tears. And so, one of these switches in my mouth. And you should, if I'd have learned that at a younger age, I wouldn't be so disappointed now because I would have been built up and expecting the disappointment that's coming. So I think, the kids shouldn't be allowed to have the little...
I feel sad now.
I feel sad. I feel like crying on the way to work. Do you ever get that?
Sometimes.
No, because I hate this job. I like this job. But I just suddenly felt, I'm really sad. I went and bought a pasty to cheer myself up.
Ugh.
Pasty's not a very cheering food. So then I went and bought some fruit pastels.
They're a cheering food.
I went into Summerfields, right? And I went, and I saw them, and I said out loud, too loudly, like a mental person, like the fat man. I went, I'm having those babies. And then I realised I'd said it out loud. I thought, oh, no.
I love it when you do stuff like that. Do you ever sit on the bus and re-go over a conversation you had and sit there and smile or laugh?
Yeah.
I sit there on the bus going, like, I wish I'd have done that when I had that conversation earlier.
The reference to the fat man is I've discovered this new thing, Ustream, where I can stream live from my telephone. If you want to find out when I'm doing it, go follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Iain Lee. But we did one just before the show, and we might do one during the show. We'll see. But there's another guy on there called the Fat Man, and he's an American. He had more viewers than me, right? And I used to be on the telly, and it's this fat dude, topless, really fat, and he's just sitting there drunk, ordering pizza.
I would watch that.
We'll get it up during the next record.
It sounds like it's Andre.
It does sound like it's Andre. I wonder if I've got the. Oh no, I haven't got it. We'll find it anyway. It's on Ustream. You can find the Fat Man live. Anyway, so. And what did I do Sunday? I didn't do anything.
Oh,
I've got some sad news for music lovers. I'm possibly going to be giving up the cello.
Oh.
And I'm really sad about that. I'm not 100% made up my mind yet. I ain't got the time. I ain't got the time. What with this? We heard that.
It was my throat gurgle.
Oh, with this, with learning the Greek, which maybe we'll do some later on during the records, just me and you, because I know you enjoyed that.
Oh, no.
With life in general, I haven't got time for the cello.
Please do the cello and not the Greek.
Oh no, you like the Greek. Don't be silly. You like it when I speak to Elinika. Let me.
No, please, I really don't.
Mipos.
No.
Ξέρετε αν υπάρχει ταχυδρομείο κοντά.
I just think it's so great that you're doing it, but it's so boring hearing about it.
Why is it boring?
Because it's just
wonderful.
Okay, what did you just say?
I said, do you know if there is a post office nearby?
So even though you said that in British English just then, it was still just as boring.
But it's more exciting than it's Greek. It's exciting.
I didn't understand what it means, so to me it's just...
Τα μάτια της μητέρας της γυναίκας μου είναι μπλε. The eyes of my wife's mother are blue. That's a fun sentence. They're actually brown.
Fun.
They're actually brown. Cafe.
It's not correct and it's not fun.
It's a lot of fun. Anyway, listen. So tonight's show, Gene Simmons from Kiss.
Yeah.
Is it two? We got two parts.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Very, very exciting. And you, I believe.
I've had them all checked by executive producer that they were allowed to play them. It sounds very risky though. Still.
Do you get the sound of him touching you up? That was on the stairs. You wouldn't have recorded that.
No, you don't get that sound. Although, if you get the podcast, which will be available after the show.
Yeah.
You can hear him at the end going, "You're my new best friend."
You're my new best friend. I want to play with
and
you.
you're going, I'll leave you and Eloise alone. And I'm going, no!
He was doing that when he was going...
Yeah. Get the more noises going, though.
So, we've got Gene Simmons, but the question tonight on everyone's lips is, what reputation do you have? It turns out, I found out last week from Eloise that I have a reputation with the cab company who take us home after work. Now, the reputation I have... Well, what reputation do I have?
That everyone thinks that they shouldn't talk to you.
Well... Which is good, because I don't like talking to cab drivers.
Yeah.
But the way this started was, I did a show a few weeks ago, maybe a month, where I said, I don't like talking to cab drivers, don't want cab drivers to talk to me. When I came out, the cab driver had Absolute Radio on.
He's a fan of the show.
I thought, oh no, he's heard it. Oh no, he doesn't realise that it's a little bit of it, it's real, but it's a little bit of an act, and oh no. So we got in the cab, so then I tried to engage him in conversation. All right, mate? Yes, sir. You had a good day? Yes, sir. And I couldn't do it. And at the end, I was like, "Oh, thanks very much. That was a really excellent drive." I said that was an excellent drive. Have a good night.
That's an excellent drive.
Yes, sir. And he wouldn't talk to me. And I've had this guy a few times, and he won't talk to me. And you've had this guy as well.
Yeah, and he talks quite a lot to me. And he's like, "Oh, we had this. We've got this new guy there." And I told him, Iain Lee, he loves a chat.
Yeah.
He does.
So I had a chatty fella the other week. He wouldn't shut up
because this one has played a prank on you because he getting back at you for not talking
But
to
so
him.
the whole journey. Well, sir. Well, I wonder if you'll find. I like pies, sir. What pie do you like? He just wouldn't shut up. But so I have a reputation for being grumpy, surly, and not wanting them to talk to me.
Yes.
Which is not good. But you have a reputation in that none of them want. There are only 3 drivers that will give you a lift home because you want them to walk you to your front door.
Yes.
And they're scared that you're going to pounce on them and sexually harass them.
Well, that is apparently the reason that they are frightened.
They think you're going to jump on them. And,
The
come
real
on, touch
reason
me, touch
is
my
because
tuppence.
I don't want to get for real, like, in trouble.
No, okay. So well done. You held off saying the R word.
Yes.
Okay, well done. For trouble, yes.
And but they're worried that they'll get into trouble on the way back after walking me because it's a horrible place where I live.
You live in a dive. I've never been there. I'm never going to go
You
there.
have to walk like 3 minutes from where a car can drop you off to
and you
my house.
expect the driver to walk you that 3 minutes when he could get attacked and in trouble. I don't know. He could get in trouble. That's not fair on him, is it?
Yeah, but they're usually about triple my size.
Yeah.
And I always think that if I ever got in trouble, I don't think I'd be able to scream. So at least if, I had an extra backup
Do
there.
a scream. Do a scream. Go on. Let me get a bit of reverb on this. This is Eloise getting in trouble. Here we go. That was brilliant!
But if you're scared, I don't think you'll scream.
And also, you wouldn't have reverb on your voice out and about,
I'll tell you what I've got, though.
Yeah.
An R alarm. I don't know if we're actually not allowed to say it or what.
And what does it go? Ah.
No. And it screams like a female
Have you got
voice.
it with you? Have you got it with you?
No, but it only has one go, so I can't even test it to see if it
Really?
works, yeah.
So, hang on. So, if you get attacked twice, you're screwed.
Yeah,
Literally.
basically.
And, so that reputation is what we're asking. And then I was I'm always disappointed to find out I've got a reputation because you want to think that you're a nice person that everyone
Yeah.
likes. And I did used to be a bit of a dick, I'll be honest. And I think I'm getting better. But a couple of years ago, I was in New York with my wife on holiday, and we went to the Museum of Modern Art. It was a bit boring. So we ended up in the bookshop, and they had a book there, The History of British Comedy, or Alternative British Comedy or something. I thought, well, I'll have a look in that. I might be in it. I was in it.
Ooh.
I was well excited. I was in it. Only a tiny, tiny little bit. So there's a whole section about Ricky Gervais, whole section about Sacha Baron Cohen, a little bit about Mackenzie. And I was a footnote. I was literally a footnote. So these people started on the 11 o'clock show, which was hosted by Iain Lee. Iain Lee never made it, as he was difficult to work with. Where did that come from?
Oh, my God.
Where did that come from?
Oh, my
and
God.
I did used to be a bit of an idiot, but I never made it because I was difficult to work with. And I'm in New York, and I look at this, and my wife comes and goes, "You're right." I went, "Look at this! Look at what they've written about me!" She went, "Yeah, well, don't worry about it." The whole holiday was ruined,
I
because
bet it was.
we'd go for a coffee, and I go, "I'm difficult to work with? What?"
That's probably why.
That's probably why, yes. 0330. What an enthusiastic start to a Monday. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. Press button 1. You'll speak to Eloise, and you can talk about if you've got a reputation, if you found out you've got a reputation, someone you work with has a reputation, or you just want to chat. Give us a call. We'll speak to you after this.
Well, how's your view of things today?
I'm so not ready! I'm so not ready. I'll tell you what I was doing. Hang on.
No, that's not right. Iain Lee.
Okay.
Iain Lee.
So,
Absolute.
Radio.
Yes. First off, I'm watching the Fat Man on Ustream. He's gone now, I'm afraid. He's closed down his Ustream. But the address that you need is www.ustream, the letter U, stream.tv/channel/fat-man-live-2010. It really is a treat. You can also use that address and put Iain Lee, and then that will be my channel. Gene Simmons coming up in a few moments. First off, it's this. Oh no, hang on, we just had that. It's this. That's better. So it's Monday. What do you expect? You're not going to get gold. Not on a Monday. No. George is in Swanley. Don't be too long, George, because we've got Gene Simmons coming on in a few moments.
I won't hold. Yeah, I've got a bit of a reputation,
Go
mate.
on, what is it?
Well, it's kind of a bad thing, but now and again, yeah, if I give him the chance, I'll just go. Give me where what me want me with my one more with now my with wasn't me with my
Christoph, good evening, Christoph.
Yo.
Bum Rush the Show!
It's the bum.
Yes, okay, what? Anyway, what can I do for you?
I've been watching the Fat Man. He's just, he didn't quite make his pizza.
He's just gone. The Fat Man, listen, this Ustream thing is amazing. You can stream live video anyway. You can do it from your phone. That's what I'm doing it for, is I'm going to be doing it from my phone at various points. So make sure you keep an eye on that. It's all rubbish. But we have been watching the Fat Man, who is a very, very fat man with no top on, very drunk, mentally ill, probably, I would suggest, as well, just rambling and being abusive to people.
And drinking Chardonnay from a very big mug.
Just swigging mugloads of Chardonnay. It was hideous. Hideous.
You know, Gatford's been on there asking him what he thinks of stem cell research.
And did he reply at all?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't reply to any. I was sending him this email saying, send us your phone number, we'll call you up, you can come live on the air. But I don't think he had the mental capacity to comprehend exactly what that meant. So I'm struggling. Are you a fan of Kiss at all, Christoph?
No.
I'm struggling to... I'm allowed to... we're playing 2 Kiss songs tonight. I'm allowed to choose what they are. I know what the second one is going to be already. I don't know what to play for the first one, and I'm just... I'm looking for suggestions. All right, Christoph, listen, anything else?
Yeah, I've got a little game that listeners can involved in as well.
Oh, go on then. We like games, yes.
Can you remember Through the Keyhole?
Look into the keyhole. Yeah, with, who's the fella?
David Frost.
And who's the guy who talked like that?
Yeah. Do you want to play a game?
Yeah, go on then. What was his name, that fella?
Lloyd Grossman.
Lloyd Grossman. He was on the One show the other day, with the programme I did.
Isn't he in a punk band?
He's in a punk band.
How bizarre is that?
Isn't it a strange world we live in, where he is in a punk band? Anyway, yes, go on. Let's play Through the Keyhole.
Okay. Listeners, they can phone in after with any guesses.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to tonight's edition of Through the Keyhole. As we go now live to our resident detective Lloyd to see whose house it is. And remember, the clues are there. As we wander through this rather messy apartment in North London, we see that it's distinctly lacking in masculinity. It's clear that they have a young boy in the house, as there's lots of video games and consoles around.
I don't remember Lloyd Grossman being Nigerian.
As we walk into the kitchen, there is some purgee stuck to the fridge door. And if we look inside, there are no alcohol or meat products, although there is some rather delicious pasta sauces available at most good outlets. As we now walk through the master bedroom, we see that most of the clothing has holes in it. It's clear that whoever lives here was slightly successful at one stage of their lives, but now their career has certainly taken a turn for the worst. So let's look at the evidence. A poetic side, a lack of alcohol, keys to a Volkswagen Polo, a cat named Velvet, anusal rectal repair.
All right, steady.
Louis Spencer's phone number.
Okay, calm down.
Who would live in a house like this? David, it's over to you. Thank you, Lloyd.
This is the weirdest thing
Clear
I've
to
ever
see
heard.
that whoever lives here is so far in the closet they're practically in Narnia.
Right, okay, listen, that's enough of that, okay. So anyway, Gene Simmons was over. They kissed at a very top-secret gig in front of 500 people. They've got a new album out, and they are doing some concerts throughout May. We got to meet him. Eloise got very, very friendly with him. Gene Simmons, well done last night, wasn't it? I was at the gig.
You're a powerful and attractive man.
Eloise, you might as well sit by a microphone. The only reason this interview is taking place is because you're here, and he wouldn't start unless you were in the room.
I like girls.
You talk to him. I'm going to get nothing from him. You talk to him.
I'm embarrassed with the stare and the tongue.
I would stick it out farther, but the floor's dirty.
That's quite an impressive tongue. It twists round. Have you got a hinge on it? Oh my God.
Right round in a circle.
As they say in America, I think they say it's got a spinning dry cycle and it can whip up a good goddamn froth.
I'm blushing.
I'm blushing, for crying out loud.
All right then.
I was at the gig last night.
Yeah.
Do you do these tiny little
Never.
Club gigs often?
Well, Kiss is about size.
Oh, yeah.
And your girlfriend has been lying to you all these years. Size does count.
It matters, does it?
The bigger is better.
Yeah.
It's true, you know.
Well, I was expecting a kind of little pared down, sort of unplugged, no makeup.
The rug on the floor, the acoustic guitar comes out. Kumbaya, my lord.
But it was amazing.
Kumbaya.
It was a full-on... You were playing it like it was a stadium.
When you get up on stage, the adrenaline kicks in, and scientists have actually measured your veins fill up with blood, your heart pumps. It's what animals do before they fight. The adrenaline kicks in, and it gets them ready for that thing.
I've been a huge Kiss fan for about 8 years. Huge fan.
I like him. He's quite all right.
He's a big fan.
I'm a paid-up member, sir. Kiss Army.
He's straight, right?
Yeah,
but don't you worry, I'm not coming on to you. But I probably would, Gene. I probably would for you.
Darling, you wouldn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, that tongue, you've seen that.
Yeah.
That's terrifying, man.
Shish kebab.
Come on now.
Well, you started it. You started it.
But listen, that's due to a series of events. That's last night was the first time I'd seen Kiss.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. I'm coming.
Oh, never outdoors. Or
never. No, I've always been working or abroad or just missed so I've never seen it.
The best is really outdoors.
Right.
When we can do the sorts of fireworks shows and effects that don't have, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
In fact, at some of the really big outdoor shows, we actually warned local airports not to send planes flying overhead.
Wow. Brilliant.
Well, yeah, because they can go up 500 feet.
Jeez. I'm coming to see you at Wembley.
Yeah.
And that tour is going to be fantastic.
We're having a great time. The short of it is that May 1st, I think we start in England where, Sheffield?
Sheffield, there's Newcastle, I think. London, you're doing a couple of Wembley dates.
And Newcastle, we've taken out bands on their first tours, and very proud of it. We've taken out on their first tours AC/DC, Bon Jovi, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, you name it, we took them out, simply as fans. And the very first show we took out Bon Jovi on their first tour in Europe is Newcastle.
Right.
First show Bon Jovi
You produced the
opened
first Bon Jovi demos or something, did you?
No, that was Van Halen.
Van Halen,
I discovered Van Halen did their demos.
Discovered Van Halen. You could quit on that. That's enough.
Or manage Liza Minnelli, one or the other.
Did you manage Liza Minnelli?
Certainly did.
Wow.
Did you really? When was that?
Around the time that I put the Pet Shop Boys together with her. So that...
I'm taking the piss.
No, I'm not. The Pet Shop Boys produced her biggest album that was on Epic.
Yeah, and you were managing her then?
Among other things.
We guessed.
Not what I mean, that's not what I mean.
You know what I mean? Here I work my fingers to the bone all day.
It's Dick Van Dyke.
Was that you?
Yeah. Dick Van Dyke.
Call Blimey Mary
Dyke.
Poppins.
Call Blimey Mary Poppins.
Here's a Kiss song you don't hear very often on the radio. Love Gun, come on! When they say Love Gun, I think they mean penis. Kiss, Love Gun! More from Gene Simmons coming up at about 12:20. He's a dirty, dirty, dirty old man, but he's Gene Simmons from Kiss. And man, you've got to dig that. Kitty is in the East Midlands. Good evening, Kitty.
Hello, Petal.
Oh, hello, Kitty.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I was a little bit down when I came in, but I do enjoy this job, and so I'm feeling quite up again.
Well, that's a good thing, surely.
Surely.
I bet Jean cheered you up immensely.
Jean did. That's the first time I've heard that, and I've forgotten quite how filthy it was, and what a lot of fun it was as well. What can we do for you, Kitty?
He definitely is a dirty, dirty little boy.
Oh, steady on now, steady on now. Everyone's at home we're all a bit excited. We've all been watching The Fat Man on Ustream, and now it's, Kitty. Yes, Kitty, come on now, get to the point.
I was phoning regarding my reputation.
OK, what is it? I think I can guess, but go on.
Unfortunately, since I had been on the radio on Thursday, I'm now known as Kitty the Junior Cougar.
Oh, well, who calls you that? Did your friends hear you?
Yes.
Okay.
I think some of them picked up the podcast, and now
Okay.
that I can't escape being called that, which I think is very unfair.
Well, no, I think it's appropriate. It was one of the most sexually charged pieces of radio I've ever heard in my life, and I used to listen to Simon Mayo, so I've heard sexual charging.
Meow.
Meow, indeed. Well, there are worse reputations you could have, Kitty. You know, they're not calling you one of the S words, which is good.
Sexy?
I meant slag. But they're not calling you that, which is good.
Well, I suppose so. I mean, there are worse things I could be called, but, you know.
That's the point I was making, correct, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, Kitty, listen, if there's anything we can do to help relieve you of that title, then do let us know.
Well, I think you're still in the process of finding me a nice young gentleman to entertain me.
Yeah, I don't think we've got... I'm looking at the screen. I don't think I can put any of those people through to you. You would
Please don't make it Andre.
No, it's not Andre. The people that we've got online, I think you would eat alive, and it wouldn't be fair. But, Kitty, keep listening. Maybe at some point we'll find someone for you. She sounds hot, but she's probably not.
No, that's not right. Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Kit Taylor is in Paris.
No, not quite Paris.
Oh, well, where are you then?
Middle of the Pyrenees.
Okay, why does it say Paris on my screen?
I don't know. It's crazy numbers.
Okay, crazy numbers. What do you want, Taylor?
I'm just going for a chat, see how things are going.
Okay, things always kind of... Can I be honest?
Yeah.
They always kind of take a dip when you call in.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. Because we can fix...
Knock yourself out.
No, we can fix this. You mumble.
Really? Sorry.
Yeah. And there are big gaps between when I finish speaking and when you start speaking.
Then I'll start straight away.
There we go. You see, that's a step forward already.
We're right on it.
Okay. And also, you have nothing to say. So, if we can get rid of at least two of those three things, we could be on the way to having a little bit of fun, Kit Taylor.
Can I put a request in for a Kiss song? Would that do it?
You can do, yes.
What about God Gave Rock and Roll to You?
No. I know what the next song is going to be already.
Oh.
I was just unsure about the first one, and we went for Love Gun. A few people suggested Love Gun. I thought, yeah, that's a good choice, because it's mucky. But I know what the next song is going to be already, and you never hear this next song on the... God Gave Rock and Roll to You is a brilliant song, I will grant you that. But you always hear that, you always hear Crazy, Crazy Nights. They're the, you know, let's do something a little bit different tonight, shall we?
But God Gave Rock and Roll to You too is a testament to Eric Carr, surely.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's brilliant. Eric Carr's brilliant, and it's from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, or whichever one it's from, which is an excellent film. But we're not playing it, Taylor.
Fair enough.
There was a long gap.
Oh, yeah, I'm out of here.
And then, well, he admitted defeat there. Stephen!
Hello?
Hello, Stephen!
Hello. Have you got any games?
Have I got any what?
Games.
Games?
Yeah. Like quizzes are out.
Quizzes? Hang on, let me speak to my producer. Eloise?
Yeah?
Have we got any games, like quizzes or out?
No.
There's going to be a competition on Iain Lee Shepherd's Pie starting tomorrow, Stephen. Starting tomorrow?
Yep.
Starting tomorrow, you have to guess what the Dancing Vinny is dancing to. It's Dancing Vinny's mysterious competition.
Yeah, I'll listen to tomorrow.
Well, you won't be able to hear that. That's not going to be on the air. You have to go and download the video from iTunes. Basically, Vinny is in Piccadilly Circus, dancing in front of... Has it got the applause at the end?
Yeah, it's got
lovely.
everything.
Dancing in front of some French students. He's wearing headphones, so you can't hear what he's dancing to. But... if you can guess what he's dancing to, you need to email me, Iain at absoluteradio.co.uk.
Iain.lee at absoluteradio.co.uk.
Thank you. And what fun you are, Stephen. And we're going to have... there'll be 3 weeks from tomorrow. Then we're going to close the competition, put all the correct answers into a metaphorical hat, and a winner is going to win a DAB radio. Anyway, moving on from that, because that weren't really working, was it? That's only the biggest competition we've ever done. But moving on from that, Stephen, yes?
Haven't you got any, like, on your show?
Have we got... No, I'm trying to think if we can do a competition. He's right. It's what we're lacking is a competition on the show, Eloise. And I've often said this to you, and you've never given me one, so...
No, you've never said that to me.
I always say, every night I say, have we got a competition tonight? And you go, no,
don't.
Not tonight, I'll work on one for tomorrow. And then you never do.
I've got, like, some good DVDs at the moment as well.
What DVDs have you got?
And some games for the PS3.
Well, No. Well, hang on, Stephen. Back off. Back away from the games.
I can't remember what they're called, so don't ask me now.
You can go and get them during the break. During the news at midnight.
Okay.
All the DVDs and games I'll have a look at. This is what we'll do, Stephen. I will have a look at. I will judge what I think will be appropriate to give away. The rest.
And what you'll keep.
Oh, come on, mate.
Well, that's the truth.
That's the truth. And then we'll give some away.
Car games.
Car games?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I look at them and throw them aside.
She tosses them to one side, Stephen.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for calling.
Okay, right.
Yeah. Harry Bauer.
Yo.
Come on, give it to me, fella.
I'm talking about waffles.
Is that a ringtone yet, Eloise? Oh, she's on the phone. I think you may be a ringtone, Bauer.
Oh, excellent.
I think if you're not, you certainly will be at some point in the near future, young man. Oh, that's what I wanted to mention. You've reminded me. 24 is being cancelled.
I know. It's terrible. What's going on?
Well, it's terrible, but part of me thinks, yeah, it's about time, really.
I know what you mean. Season 8, yeah, it's kind of...
I'm watching it, and I haven't watched it for 2 or 3 years, and I'm watching it just because I thought, I won't mind a bit of Bauer action, and so I'm watching it, but they've obviously got a computer program that writes it for them, because it's very formulaic. He starts off, he doesn't want to be involved, he gets persuaded to be involved.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Someone you thought was dead comes back. Someone he slept with comes back and is now a double agent, or are they? Someone dies, but then they don't die. It's the person you thought that was doing it, it isn't them, it's actually the person you thought wasn't doing it that's doing it. Someone you thought was dead comes back. And it's like, yeah, I've kind of seen enough of that now. So...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The question, we will be... if people want to phone in and bid adieu to 24, they're more than welcome to. But also, what I want to know is, what TV series do you think, dear listener, have overstayed their welcome?
The Simpsons.
Straight in there, Bauer, and I've got to say, you're spot on. Not been funny for about 4 or 5 years.
No, I know, right? It's just repeating the same old jokes. And you just sit for it and you think, hang on, have I seen this? No, it's an exact copy of one that they put on 8 seasons ago.
And wasn't the film rubbish?
Yeah, it was absolute pony. I'm
rubbish.
Sorry. It was complete tosh.
Okay, well, listen, this is the other thing. We're asking about reputations, but we're also asking what shows do you think have outstayed their welcome and should be given the right old heave-ho?
Definitely.
Anyway, Bal, that's not what you've called in, but you've kicked all that off. So go on, what have you got?
Ohio gozaimasu.
Ohio gozaimasu. Konnichiwa. O genki desu ka?
The only thing I know is...
Ohio gozaimasu is good morning.
Yeah, I know.
But
no, it's not, is it? It's good morning, good afternoon. It's like a general greeting.
No, it's good morning, Ohio gozaimasu.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, we went to Japan in 2007, and yeah, it was very good. You've been, haven't you?
Where did you go in Japan? Whereabouts?
We went to Kamakura.
Oh, I don't know where that is.
That's it's on the east coast of Japan, on the mainland.
Oh, okay. I went to. I've been a couple of times, and I went to Tokyo. First time I went to Tokyo and Kyoto, and a tiny little place called Lake Kawaguchiko, where I got engaged.
Nice.
Very nice, romantic. Listen, if you're going to listen, here's a little tip, Barry. I know it's some way off, but if you're going to propose to a girl, my tip is do it somewhere really, really nice, because then the pressure is on, right? It's like day 4 of a really expensive holiday. You buy a romantic lake near Mount Fuji. If she says no, then she's going to have a miserable week and a half. So she's going to say yes. So do it somewhere nice.
That's true. That's a good plan. That's a good strategy.
And then the next time we went to Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka.
We went to Yokohama.
Oh.
We went to Yokohama, Tokyo, Kamakura, Kita Kamakura, Hakone. And we stayed at the. We went up a little way away from Mount Fuji, so that's good.
I love it. So, I want to go. Yes, Eloise.
I just want to interrupt and say that only 2 people wanted that I'm talking about waffles ringtone, so I've not put it on because it's a lot of work just for 2 people.
Oh, come on. No, they'll download it once.
Come on,
Eloise. Come on, Eloise. Come on, Eloise.
No.
Come on, Eloise.
If more than 2 people want it, at least 50 people. Surely that's not...
Jesus, but they're not going to... Who's going to
bother?
Who's going to bother?
Writing. Yeah, we want that other ringtone.
Yeah, we want that other ringtone. Like exactly what he just said before me, but
they will because they're crazy.
Okay. Can someone? This is you. You have really. You've just done a Davis on me, and that is. Can someone start up a Facebook campaign, please?
Yeah, definitely. Someone start a group, and then I'll join.
What was the catchphrase again? I'm talking about waffles.
I'm talking about waffles.
Okay, can someone start the Facebook campaign? Eloise, make... Say it.
I'm talking about waffles.
A ringtone. You see, Eloise.
Yeah, that's fine.
You see.
I'm happy to do it if
You
people
We get
want
lots
it.
of members, and then
Lots
you'll
of
be
members.
bum
I'm
rushed
just
off this
saying.
show.
You'll be bum rushed right off this show. I've still got Davis's phone number on a scrap
That's
of paper
fine.
somewhere.
I do about
yes.
50 extra things than Davis ever did.
yes.
So I'm just saying, I'm a
Yes.
busy person.
But
It's-
Davis always did them with a smile on his face.
Yeah, right.
Davis was always happy to be there.
Yeah, now you're lying right now.
Okay, I'm sorry, Eloise. I am lying.
Now, you've got 30 seconds left to finish this phone call before I boot you off, all right?
All right, what was I going to say? Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know.
You're cool, innit, and stuff.
All right, no, he's gone. He's creeping me out there. House set fireman.
Yeah, he...
Yeah, but that's not a sentence.
Well, I was just describing him so you'd remember who he was.
Hello, Dan, the house set fireman.
Hey, mate, how are we going?
All right, so for those who don't know what house set fireman means, you live next door to a shop, the shop burnt down, and your house was severely fire damaged, and now you live in a hotel.
For the moment, yeah, we're moving to rented accommodation on Thursday.
Who pays for the hotel? Do you pay for it, or do the insurance?
Insurance, mate.
Oh! Do you get the mucky channels as well?
Unfortunately not, but I've got an iPhone, so...
Oh, exactly. You can have mucky channels anywhere in the world. That's the beauty of the technology now. Pornography is literally just a second away. And it's the good stuff as well. Well, no, kids have got it too easy. When I was, like, a younger man and was, wanted to look at mucky pictures, you had to go through bushes in the woods. I remember I found some once in a bin near a bus stop.
Mate, I'm only 3 years younger than you, so I know all about that.
Yeah, you could, if you were going through the woods and you can find a copy of Razzle or Escort in a bush, it was a bonus.
Bonus, man.
And then I was quite tall, so I was able to kind of buy it when I was a little bit younger. But I had to do it. I had to make sure that it was a newsagents that my mum was never ever going to go into. Yeah. So I had to ride a couple of miles away to this newsagents and wait until the shop was empty. And then anyway, those days are long gone. And anyway, Dan, sorry, I don't know.
No, it's went for a bit of tangent, but never mind.
I remember I once found in this bin, by this bus stop, I once found these two fantastic magazines. One was quite specialist. Anyway, Dan, what have you called in for?
Just to say hi. Just sounds like everybody's smoking dope tonight. Everybody seems to be struggling and slurring the words and...
It's a stone show. I think people are downing their last legal supplies of meow meow before it becomes outlawed.
Is that what it's called down there? It's called MCAT up here, apparently.
Oh, well, down here, according to the news, it's called meow meow. No drug is called meow meow, Dan. No one's going to have that. I have no idea what it does. I don't take drugs anymore. I have done in the past. I certainly don't. I haven't taken them for a long, long time.
Yep.
But I've got to say, these news reports are the best adverts for drugs I've ever seen in my life. 'Cause I'm sitting there watching, going, yeah, that stuff looks kind of good.
Sounds kind of good.
Let me get on Google.
Plant food, though. I mean, bit extreme.
Is that what it is? It's plant food?
Yeah.
Okay. So you could, well, I might just settle with some baby bio. Can I just say, kids and people out there, of course, I'm not in any way condoning the use of drugs. I've seen the bad things that drugs can do. Don't take drugs, kids. You just have to say that, Dan.
Do everything in moderation.
Exactly. No, we have to say that because people will get upset and say, well, he was encouraging people to take drugs. Well, I'm not at all. So up yours, Dolores. But yeah, everyone does sound very, very wasted tonight. I think it's Monday is the new Friday or something like that.
I think it might be, yeah. I think it might be right with that.
Hey, it's Easter this weekend.
Tell me about it. Yeah, I'm working. Well, I've got Friday off, but I'm working the rest of it.
Well, I'm working Monday night, and I've just realised I was offered Monday night off, but I didn't really understand that it was a bank holiday. So I went, yeah, I'll do it. And now I'm thinking, I'm an idiot. I should have taken Monday night off.
Should have been a good idea.
Should have had a lovely...
Not so bad Monday, I'm only working an early shift. So
okay.
I'm gearing Monday night and cheer you up.
Did all of your clothes get burnt down?
They didn't get burnt. I mean, his house next door got burnt.
Yeah.
Our house is just shot to bits because there's water and fire damage.
Yeah. And are they going to rebuild your house, or are they going to get you a new house?
Still waiting to see about that. Waiting on the structural engineering analysis.
And I'm guessing this could drag on for months and months and months?
Yeah. Everybody seems to think like, it'll be fixed in a couple of weeks. You want it only people to click straight away that it's a long, drawn-out process.
Are you dealing with idiots on the phone?
Yes.
Because I tell you why, because I spent basically, I've got a new bank account.
Yeah.
And I want to set it up so it's online with Lloyds. I want to set it up so it's online so I can look at it at home, okay? Yeah. And I've just realised that they hadn't sent me the details. I said, if you haven't got these details within 4 working days, call us up. So I called them up and I said, I just want to check what address you've got to send those details to, because it might be mine, it might be my accountant's. I don't know, I need to check. And anyway, it took me 45 minutes, right? I got cut off by them 3 times where they said, just put you on hold. They cut me off. Twice, I ended up at the main switchboard where the woman answered, hello, can I help you? I said, I've just been put on hold. I don't know who you are. She said, I don't know who you are. Who are you talking to? I don't know. That happened twice. 45 minutes. At the end of it, a guy called Zach went, I'm terribly sorry, sir. We can't give you that information over the phone.
Data protection. You know what's ironic?
Go on.
I work in a call centre.
Oh, man. I tell you what I love. I love the Indian call centres because I enjoy talking to the Indians and finding out what it's like. But it turns out that a lot of them... And it's not the fault of the people at the call centres all the time, but these people I was talking to today were idiots. And then I did I want to speak to your manager. And they put me through to the manager, and she was excellent. Fair play to her. She was excellent, and I was furious, and she calmed me down. And then she said, would you like me to transfer you to the complaints department? I said, no! I don't want to be transferred anyway. I don't want to waste any more of my life talking to you idiots.
I want to get this fixed and be done.
Oh, so it was a waste of my morning. And
to be honest with you, Ian,
yes.
And I'll be perfectly honest with you, it's because of the fast turnover of staff is why you get poor quality service, basically. I mean, I've been there a couple of years and I got pride in my job. I do a good job, but a lot of people don't. Way of the world, though, mate, isn't it?
Well, it is the way of the world. Dan, listen, it's lovely to talk to you. Best luck with the house. Keep us informed how it goes.
No worries, will do.
Cheers, mate. Take care. Ta-ta. Right. 033... Oh, no, this for ages. I like this. The choral. 0330 123 1215. Which TV programmes have overstayed their welcome? What's your reputation? And whatever you want to talk about after this.
The world. Iain Lee's 2-hour-long late-night radio show starting at 11.
The world. The world. I know you deceived me, now here's a surprise. Oh yeah. The world. The world. The world. The world. I can see for miles and miles. I can see for miles and miles. I can see for miles and miles.
Love that song!
Absolute radio.
I love that song. Now, as far as I know, I am still... Is this true, Eloise? I'm still introducing The Who tomorrow night.
As far as I know.
And there's a band on before. Who's on before?
No idea, actually.
There
That'd
is,
be interesting.
we did get sent an information pack. We've both been too busy
No, it didn't say on it.
I've had an email that's told me who the other band is, I'm sure.
I didn't get that.
Oh, I don't matter. But, so we're going to sing. We're going to be backstage. We might do a little bit of live view streaming, but we're also definitely going to film some shepherd's pies.
Definitely.
Are we allowed to film backstage?
Well, Mr. Paul Sylvester told me I had to.
Well, he's a big fan of backstage, I know that, but I don't know if we're allowed to film at this backstage.
Well, we're sneaky, we'll try.
We're doing sneaky. I just don't want... I'm scared of Pete Townsend. I'm scared of him.
I'll smile and he'll melt.
He will do, because you're an attractive young lady. He's such a... he's kind of like one of my heroes.
Yeah.
And I'm just a little bit scared in case he shouts at me.
What
are you doing? I'm Pete Townsend of The Who! What are you doing?
I'll say it's all down to me and I'll get booted out. I'll say I don't even know you.
I don't know why I imagine him to be like an English teacher. Boy! What are you doing? I'm Pete Townsend! Boy!
From
here.
Dickens times.
From Dickens times. I'm Pete Townsend from Dickens times. Come here! What are you doing? So, very, very excited. If you see us at the Royal Albert Hall tomorrow, I know that some people are coming. Come and say hello. Don't touch us. Please, please don't touch us. Don't want any of you physically touching me. But do come and say hello.
How are you dressing?
Well, what I do is I put my clothes on over... I don't know. I'm probably just going to wear jeans, a cardigan and a T-shirt.
What should I wear?
No, I don't know.
Because I'm not going to be seen by anyone, so I can just go regular, can't I?
Oh, yeah, just wear like you normally wear, like your red dungarees or something.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, they look good on you.
Thanks.
But, I mean, I'm just going to wear, like... Oh, is this good? I'm going to wear, like, jeans, white T-shirt and a new grey cardigan I bought from the Gap at the weekend.
Oh, I bet Ben went in a suit.
Oh, no. I'm not I'm not wearing a suit. You can't wear a suit to introduce the Who. Where's the rock and roll in that?
Yeah, it's weird. But neither's a cardigan very rock and roll.
I'm 36.
Yeah.
So that's what people my
You should
age...
be wearing, like, a T-shirt with swears on it.
Yeah, up your bum!
Yeah.
T-shirt says up your bum.
It should say what Davis said to me today.
Oh, no, Davis is I've gone right off him. What an aggressive man. We can't even repeat what Davis said to Eloise. That's no way to speak to a lady. No way to speak to a lady at all. Speaking of no way to speak to a lady, it's Andre. Good evening, Andre.
Hello.
Good evening, Andre. Have you been buried underground? Are you now the new man in box?
Sorry?
Turn the radio off.
Oh, you say that every time.
Yeah, do you know why?
Hold on, I'll turn it off, yeah? Hello? Right, give me about 10 seconds.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you about 20 minutes. We'll come back to you later on. Let's try Aaron. Good evening, Aaron.
Yo, let's bum rush the show.
Let's bum rush the show.
Yeah, that Ustream stuff, it's good, innit?
It's all right. There's something in it. I think the trick that we learnt tonight, and for those who missed the start of the show, there's this website I found, Ustream, where I can stream live video from my telephone. And I did it the other day on the bus, and it worked brilliantly. You kind of need it to be a little bit stationary. You can't be moving around. I think that's where the problems lie, and also maybe the basement isn't the best place to do it because there's a very poor internet signal. But otherwise, it's all right. There's something in it.
Yeah.
Did you see the Fat Man video?
No, I didn't.
Oh man, Fat Man Live 2010. Go and find it on Ustream, kids. It is hideous. Anyway, Aaron, I believe you want to add some magic to the show.
True. You know Sue Morgan?
Yes, I know Sue Morgan. She's about whenever I can be bothered, she's going to be bloked from the Facebook page.
Yeah, I was going to say the same because she's just been scaring the kids off it, really.
She's mental. I can't find... If I could see a post from her... I can't be bothered to go all the way through it, but if I could see a post from her, I would bloke her because she's just... Sue Morgan, again, for those who don't know, Sue Morgan is a semi-regular caller who used to listen to another radio station, then latched onto us, and then I banned her, and she has gone mental, completely feral on the facebook.com/Iain Lee Show page, and is just effing and jeffing at everybody and being very abusive. So she is going to get bloked.
How's the campaign Save Airhead going?
The campaign... excellent. Well done, you. Bring Back Airhead is the name of the campaign. Early 90s indie pop band. A lot of fun. We like them. It's going very, very well. Very well. The band have told me that they will get back together to do one gig if we can get Warner Brothers to re-release the album on iTunes, or to release the album on iTunes for the first time. So I have emailed Warner Brothers. Sam, the drummer, has been phoning Warner Brothers. So far, not much luck. So if anybody's listening who's got any contact at Warner Brothers who might be able to help us get the Airhead album, Boing, released on iTunes, ian.lee@absoluteradio.co.uk. Because as soon as we get that to happen... and the band won't even make any money from it being released. All the money, as far as I know, will go to Warner Brothers. As soon as that happens, the band are going to start rehearsing for a gig. They're going to come in here and do an acoustic session, and they're going to play a live concert somewhere in London. So we are yay close to it, Aaron. Yay close.
And also, I've got a topic.
Go on.
If you could elect one of the regular callers to go on the Big Brother show, who would it be and why?
Terrible topic. More calls after this. If you go to facebook.com/Iain Lee Show, that we have posted the link to the Make I'm Talking About Waffles a ringtone campaign, and boy, oh boy, it really is taking off. There's going to be egg all over your face, Eloise, all over your face. It's going to be very runny, very eggy. Let's see how many members it's got so
I
far.
said I'm happy to do it, but
34
only
members,
if there's enough people
34
that want
members, 34 members.
It was going to take me at least a week to get it, though, because I don't physically put it on there.
Hello?
She's not here.
Yes, Mark. Eloise, you say you monkey, alright? Eloise?
Yeah.
What I was wondering, I'm not being rude or anything, yeah? Because, you know, I'm not.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the end of the show, do you live in Essex or London?
How many times have we gone over this, Andre?
No.
Where? Try and remember. Where do you think I live?
Essex.
No, try again.
London?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, right, I'm stuck in the middle of Essex, yeah?
Yeah.
on my own, do my paperwork. I could do with a hand. Could you take a little detour?
What's Ange doing?
Well, I might have to make inquiries after the show. Because I might have to shoot round in the Subaru.
So, it's not definite that I would be able to give you a hand.
Yeah, and then I'll see Ange.
So me and Ange will give you a hand.
No, you can give me that with paperwork. It's all over me being living on the floor, living Eloise, you know? I've got folds of red paper coming out my ears and all sorts. Right?
What paperwork is it?
Oh, you wouldn't want to know. It's, like Essex Partnership Trust, living NHS and all sorts of people I work for.
I haven't even got a clue what you're saying.
Well, you don't want to know.
Have you had a few jars?
Pardon?
Have you had a few jars?
I've had two.
What's 1 plus 2?
12.
Yeah, is that how many?
3. Oh, yeah. 1.5 and plus the soda water, right?
And the soda water?
Yeah, which I didn't have to pay for, because you know in the pub it's free.
You don't have to pay for soda water?
No.
I'm coming down that pub.
You don't have to pay for it. Well, you're welcome to join me if you want to come with me.
I'll get some council pop for free, yeah.
Pardon?
I'll get some council pop for free then.
Council pops?
Yeah.
Water. Soda water?
Yeah, council
right,
pop.
So soda water you don't have to pay for, because this little finger's gone, so on Saturday night, I didn't have to pay for soda water.
What else don't you pay for?
What else don't I pay? I'll pay for everything else. That's about all I'll get for free.
So all we can get for free is soda water?
Yeah. But if you wanted a shot of orange squash and lime, it'd come to £1.40.
A shot of orange squash? A shot?
Lime.
A shot though? £1.40 for a shot?
No, 70 for the lime. No, what was it? 50 for the lime, 50 for the orange squash. No, it adds up to 140, so it must be 60 for the orange squash.
Oh.
No, 70 for the orange squash.
It's 60 for the orange squash.
70 for the lime.
40 for the lime.
So it comes to £1.40, so 70
£1.40. So what's that then? Hang on. So 40 for the lime.
40 for the orange squash, that's £1.40, yeah?
Yeah.
And the soda water's free, but that's a pint, remember?
Oh, I thought you said a shot.
Well, no, sort of only orange juice and lime, orange squash and lime, in a big pint of soda water. So we could sit in the local pub all night and drink that. That's fancy that, and I'll put the music on. I'll choose the music. That's fancy it. Hello? Hello?
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute.
Radio.
Part 2 of Gene Simmons coming up very, very soon, and a Kiss song that you just never hear on the radio, and I don't know why. It's brilliant. After this.
Happiness hit her.
That's my voice. That's my voice. I did that. Watkins.
All right, mate.
All right, Governor. Look at you arguing for Andre on the Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm defending him. There's a bit of a backlash at the moment.
There's an Andre backlash going on, and you are defending the fool.
I know, I'm like his lawyer.
Yeah, but you won't be getting paid unless it's in beer.
That'll do.
That'll do. What can we do for you, Theo Watkins?
Well, I want to talk about my reputation.
Oh, yes, this is how we started the show. What is your reputation? Apparently, I have a reputation for wanting cab drivers to be quiet, and I'm difficult to work with, according to some stupid book.
Yeah, but that you should sue for that. I'll be your lawyer.
I'm going to burn that book.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yes.
I did briefly mention my reputation last week.
Oh yeah, I wasn't really listening.
If you remember,
no, I wasn't listening.
I was on with Kitty. You know, I like the older woman.
Yeah, she's only about 26 or something, isn't she?
Yeah, but that's older for me. That's 10 years older than me.
Wow. Okay. So that's your reputation, is you like the older woman?
I do like the older woman, yes, Ian.
Yeah, the older woman is a good woman, indeed. Indeedly doodly.
And I'm still looking for that cougar. I'm still open for Kitty as well.
Okay, you're 16 years old, man.
I'm 17, but I'm bad at maths.
Okay, well, that would explain. You still sound like you're 46. Okay, well, if there are any cougars out there who want to take advantage of a young man like you... Jesus, you all right?
That was my cougar noise.
Well, it was horrible. On the strength of that, Watkins, I'm going to have to cut you off.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. We'll have some more calls in a minute. Now, Gene Simmons from Kiss, one of my favourite bands. I saw them for the first time a couple of weeks ago at the, I don't know what it's called, the Carling Academy? Is it, everything's like the Carling Academy or something. Anyway, in Islington, in front of 500 people. It was flipping awesome. And then I got to interview Gene Simmons the next day. Here he is talking and stuff.
Can I congratulate you as well on Sonic Boom, which is whenever a band that's been going as long as Kiss brings out a new album, there's always kind of a wary, is this going to be any good?
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's a brilliant record.
It's a bit of all right.
It's a bit of all right, mate.
Yeah. We have a good time, and that's what happens when you get rid of cancers within the band.
Yeah.
When you have band members, or if you're on a football team, and some of your mates and band members are high on drugs or alcohol, try tossing them the ball sometimes. See if you can get a goal. It's not going to happen.
This is Ace and Peter you're referring to.
Yeah, we love them. They were every bit as important to the formation of the band 35 years ago. The problem with alcoholics and drug users is that everybody's full of excuses.
How long did Sonic Boom take from start to finish to do?
Very fast.
Yeah.
On the off days, we would find ourselves in Tommy Thayer's room just strumming guitars. Strumming?
What's that supposed to be?
I don't have a clue. Stick Van Dyke. Strumming?
Yeah, a bit of Scouse you've got in there now.
Yeah.
Scouse? All right, it's not North.
Yeah, now you've gone Cockney again.
Cockney, all right.
You're in the right country, though. You've got the right island.
Well, every 4 streets you've got a different sound. How's your apple? What are you talking about, apple? Well, it's not the apple. What are you talking about? And, I love Cockney. It's my favorite thing, but I don't have a clue what anybody's ever talking about.
Do you know some of the different sayings, do you?
I do.
So if we say up the apples and pears.
Going up the apple and to see the trouble or something. Trouble and strife is wife, right?
Yeah.
Wife. Trouble and strife is wife.
I'm not familiar with that
what
term.
What about a Lady Godiva?
Lady Godiva? That one I don't know.
A £5 note.
Oh.
I'm teaching Gene Simmons some things here.
Saucepan lids, your kids.
So, but you would say how the lids, or how's the saucepan?
How the saucepans.
How's the saucepan?
How's your saucepans? How are your saucepans? Right?
Good, but you'd have to know the phrase. Yeah.
Okay, listen, we're running out of time. A couple of quick things. The Wicked Lester album, is that ever going to come out? I keep hearing rumours.
It is.
When? Because
when we want.
When we want. Yeah, fair play.
There's so many projects. We have 3,000 licensed products, everything from Kiss condoms to Kiss caskets.
Yeah, I love it.
We'll get you coming. We'll get you going.
You know what I mean?
That's a good line.
He's a brilliant businessman, isn't he? Come on.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it seems that Sonic Boom was kind of... Because I'm loving all the repackaged stuff and all the DVD box sets are wonderful, but it's great that there's new...
We have fans who are 5 years old who are seeing it for the first time. Fantastic. And they show up at the concerts. That'll make me cry like a little baby when I see a 5-year-old in Kiss makeup on the shoulders of his dad in makeup. What a time. What a connection. What a great moment. For father and son and the band. I mean, it's a bigger idea than here's our next song off the next record.
I had a very, very drunk man last night. Here, have a look at this. And he made me lift up his shirt and he had all of you tattooed on his back. That was hideous. That was his...
But imagine if he had Culture Club on his back. So now you know.
Final question. The song Nothing to Lose. Is it about anal sex?
Yes.
It is.
Well, if you listen to the lyric.
It is, okay, because I've often thought that, and I thought they would.
Before I had a baby,
yeah,
I tried every way.
Yeah.
She didn't want to do it, but she did anyway.
She did anyway. There we go.
So, baby, please don't refuse. But once I got a baby, I tried every way. I thought about the back door.
Yes.
I didn't know what to say, yay. I said, baby, please don't refuse. You've got nothing to lose. You've got nothing to lose.
Got nothing to lose. That's right. Gene, listen, I'm going to let you go because you have a very busy day. Thank you so much for the concert last night, for Sonic Boom, and for coming and having a chat with us. It's a pleasure to see you, sir, and I shall see you again in May.
I like your kilt.
Do you want to see what's underneath it?
I knew it.
This is just a fantastic song. This is a song about anal sex. You never hear this on the radio. It's Kiss and Nothing to Lose. Oh, man, this is too good. Nothing to lose. Songs don't fade out like this now, do they? So this has got another 20 seconds of this. It's a 25-second fade out. You just don't get that these days, and we don't get it now either. It's gone. But Gene Simmons from Kiss said they're playing in May, and there's probably a couple of tickets left. I really recommend you go and see them because it's just they're good. Okay, it's Serena. Good evening, Serena.
Hey, Ian, how are you?
Thanks for coming to see my band play the other day. Oh, no, you didn't, did you?
No, I didn't, because I went to see MGMT the night before and
So
I was
what?
still hungover.
Well, that's your problem. That's your problem.
I have apologised.
Okay, well, apologies accepted. I'm going to do a live Ustream now on this, so if anyone wants to go to my Ustream channel and watch, you can do. Anyway, Serena, what do you want?
Okay, so
Hello?
you know you were just talking about Sonic Boom?
Yes, the Kiss
do you mean
album.
Sonic Boom as in... No, but do you mean Sonic Boom as in the producer Pete Kember?
As in the what?
Do you mean Sonic Boom as in the producer Pete Kember?
No, I have no idea who that is.
Oh, so it's just a coincidence that the Kiss album is called Sonic Boom?
Well, no, Sonic Boom is quite a common phrase. It refers... Do you know which aircraft it refers to?
No.
It refers to Concorde. When Concorde got to a certain speed...
It's such a coincidence, because I'm reading last week's NME magazine. You know MGMT, the band?
Yes, we know MGMT, the band, yes.
Well, their new album, congratulations, that they worked with a guy called Sonic Boom, Pete Kember.
Oh, did they? Oh.
Yeah. Anyway,
on to something interesting, Serena.
sorry, reputation.
Yes, you've got a reputation for being a boring lunatic. Huh?
For being, well, not a lunatic, but being a bit antisocial, a bit weird, a bit of a daydreamer, and that all goes hand in hand with being a writer.
Well, does it go hand in hand with being a writer?
Well, it does for me, personally.
Well,
yeah.
it goes hand in hand with you for being a writer.
Yeah, but there's, daydreaming is kind of good because that's I've got to daydream in order to,
Okay,
write.
listen, it's funny you mention this, Serena. When I was younger, I used to daydream all the time, okay? And I would daydream about the career I was going to have, and it was pretty similar to this, to the way it's worked out, in that I was going to present a couple of TV shows, and, it was kind of pretty similar. And it's dawned on me that for the last, 5-6 years, I haven't daydreamed anymore. I don't daydream anymore. And that worries me that I'm not going to achieve anything anymore because I'm not kind of fantasising about achieving anything anymore.
Daydreaming is good.
Okay, it is good. I didn't say it was bad.
Okay, and the next thing, the
Yes?
Who. You're going to be introducing the Who tomorrow night. Lucky you.
I'm introducing the Who live on stage at the Royal Albert Hall.
Do not wear a grey cardigan, Ian.
Why?
Well, because I was at the Albert Hall last week. I won't show off too much, but I did see Suede and Noel Gallagher.
I was asked to introduce Suede, and I said no. I turned it down. I was busy.
Why?
I was busy. I wasn't.
Okay,
I couldn't be bothered.
But the Who are kind of like a step up from Suede.
Okay, so who did introduce Suede in the end?
I missed that part because I was with a person sort of getting drinks.
Okay. So what are you... Okay, and now it's suddenly become an issue. What should I wear to introduce the Who?
Wear black and white. Black and white looks striking, but don't wear grey.
I'm dressed like a zebra.
I mean, wear something black with a bit of white underneath so that people can see from the top and from the back.
But why black?
Well, it's up to you, but please just don't wear a grey cardigan. That just sounds so boring.
Okay.
And I saw the Who thanks to Absolute Radio, because I won tickets for that Wembley Arena show.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off now because you're boring me. Is that all right?
Okay.
Yeah. What should I wear to introduce the Who? Like, it's just kind of jeans, a grey cardigan and a white T-shirt. That'll be all right, won't it? Won't it? By the way, you can go to my Ustream channel and watch me now, live, just doing this. Let's go. Oh, look, Harry's been on the phone for 45 minutes. Good evening, Harry.
Cardigans are cool.
They are. They're all right, aren't they?
I've got one.
Well, it's not necessarily a brilliant thing, but they're good.
Okay. I was calling in about the topics.
Yes, go on.
I have a reputation for having horrible hair.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I get called Sheep Boy. Because, well, I went to the hairdressers.
Yes.
And because it was very curly at the time.
Yes.
I asked them to dye it, and they dyed it bright white, as in, like, lurid, and it was very long. And so I was called Sheep Boy, and shows that need to go off the air.
Yes, she shows that outstayed their welcome, because 24 is getting the chop, and I think it's about time. I won't be crying. What else should go?
EastEnders needs to go.
Yeah, definitely.
Just horrible.
Yeah.
Emmerdale needs to go.
Yeah.
Actually, all soaps need to go.
Let's get rid of the soaps. What's the point in soaps? We don't need them. It's other people's lives. No, thank you.
Because people get addicted to soaps because they need something to cling on to.
Yeah, exactly. Boring.
Scrubs needs to go.
Yep.
Because they've changed it all and it's rubbish.
Scrubs was never funny.
I quite like Scrubs.
No, Scrubs
you have to watch more episodes than
I haven't got the time to... if something doesn't grab me in the first minute, I'm out of here. I've got a life.
Why you wouldn't like it.
Because it's not funny, it's rubbish.
Did you watch Charlie Brooker's Screen Wipe?
I've not all of them, but yes, I'm a big fan of Charlie Brooker.
Yes. It was a good interview.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was good.
Is Sue Morgan a real person?
Sadly, yes.
I thought it was Paulie.
No. R-E-I-E-N-I. Sadly, Sue Morgan is a genuine person.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. And
wow.
As soon as she next posts a comment on my Facebook page, she is getting bloked.
It sounds like Paulie.
No, it's a real person. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Harry, I've got to go.
Thank you very much.
Ta-ta!
FA Cup.
Well, there you go. Listen, of course there's going to be a delay between what I'm saying here and what you're hearing on the radio. So maybe that isn't the way to
This
go.
April, there's only one global event that you need to know about. That's the Absolute Radio Pub Quiz World Championship with Wandsworth 6X. 8 teams will enter the Arena of Death.
During the show.
Sorry, I got carried away. I mean the Arena of Trivia. 8 teams will enter. Only one team will leave with 10,000 quid.
The Absolute Radio Pub Quiz World Championship with Wadworth. Brewers of 6X, the thoroughly decent pint.
Go to absoluteradio.co.uk to enter your team. Now.
Absolute Radio.
Iain Lee's 2-hour-long late-night radio show starting at 11.
The microphone open for a little bit. I might get told off for that. I hope I didn't swear. I don't think I did swear, so fingers crossed. That'll be all right. If you're watching the Ustream channel there, you would have seen me talking to Andre in a rather sweary way. And that's probably how we'll use that during the show, is that I will announce that we're going to do a little Ustream video and you can come and join us during the show. Tony is in the Surrey. Good evening, Tony.
Hello, Ian. How are you doing?
I'm all right, thank you, Tony. What can I do for you this evening?
Oh, got to tell you something. There's a bit, well, it's freaked me out today, but I'm 45 years old. I've been married for ages and ages and ages, and I've got 2 young children.
Okay, and you're getting bored and you want something younger?
No.
Hang on 1 second.
She's younger.
Barry?
Hello?
You might be able to help this chap. Something weird happened to Tony today, Barry, so have a listen.
Hello, Barry. How are you doing?
Not too bad, thanks. What happened to you?
Well, I've got 2 young children. I was late to fatherhood. I've got a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old, and that's great.
Congratulations.
Thanks very much, Barry. And that'll do me. I'm now 45 years old, and that will do me into my old age.
Right. You've not
My
slipped
wife
up,
has told me today she's pregnant again.
She made a mistake, maybe. Could it be indigestion?
And yeah, no, it's not. Apparently, she's.
It's not another. Is it another gentleman caller, possibly?
Barry, we don't know until he's born, do we, Barry?
Well, so Tony, how old is your missus?
39.
Okay, well, are you happy with this news? It's good news, surely?
She wanted one, and I went along with it saying, oh, yes, okay, if that's what you want.
Yes.
But deep down, I was a bit frightened.
Oh.
That's often the way.
Yes.
Tell me, hopefully I can be something of an agony uncle.
Anything for you, Barry.
I'm just wondering, are there many callers? Presumably you're out at work during the day. Are any callers?
No, Barry, listen, Barry, don't be so rude.
Sorry.
It's Tony. It's a 60% chance it's Tony's baby. So just go on.
35.
Is she quite attractive, or is she a bit of a...
Much too good for me, Barry, which is really worrying.
Tony,
I would hold on tight to her, squeeze her, please, and never leave her, you know. It's a wonderful thing, childbirth, and I say congratulations.
Thanks, Barry, that means a lot.
I've nearly finished. She's to be congratulated. Congratulations to you, and well done. So that's jolly good.
I'm glad he's nearly finished. Barry, if we have a little girl, we're going to call her Eloise, because after the
you, Barry.
woman
And if
on radio.
it's a little boy, you
Do you know what we're going to call him, Barry? Barry. Do you know what we're going to call him, Barry?
Lovely. So
King
it's
Jones.
nice. It's nice to know her ovums are still fertile.
Oh, steady on! This is Mrs. you're talking about, Barrington.
I mean, I'm wondering, my wife is 85, but she has got the body of an 80-year-old, so maybe... Yes!
Yes. Tony, congratulations.
Thanks, Ian.
Be prepared to be very exhausted for the next 25 years.
I honestly thought that was it. I thought I was going to have a nice, easy life from now on.
No.
When the kids get a little bit older, they're going to keep me in comfort, but no, nappies in a year's time.
It's your life is over again, Tony. Congratulations, though. Best of luck.
One last thing before I go.
Congratulations.
Yes, Tony.
Can I just say, I think Vinny will be dancing to Last Train to Clarksville.
That's your guess, and you've not even seen
That's
the
my
video
guess.
yet. Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
that's
Well,
my guess.
he's referring. Thank you for that, Tony. He's referring to the mystery Vinny dancing competition, which will be up on Shepherd's Pie tomorrow. I've almost finished now, Barry. So you can button it. Where Vinny is dancing live in Piccadilly Circus. You can download the video. You have to guess what song is he dancing to. If you send an email with your suggestions, we'll put the correct suggestions in a metaphorical hat, and after 3 weeks, we will take out one at random, and that winner will win a DAB radio.
Smashing.
Barry,
Can
your turn.
Yes. I was just going to say,
Yes.
Listen, mate, you don't wear a bloody cardigan to the Royal Albert Hall for the Who.
Well, what do I wear?
Well, I can lend you. I've got, for our 50th wedding anniversary, I have got a sort of a frilly shirt, a bow tie, a cummerbund.
Do you know who the Who are, Barry?
Of course I do.
Right. So it's like a rock.
Well, I've been put it this way. Roger Daltrey is literally talking about my generation nowadays. But
they're a rock and roll band. I'm not going to wear a tuxedo.
It's the Royal Albert Hall,
But
mate.
it's the Who, mate.
Yes, and brother, I'll tell you something.
What?
You want to make a bit of effort.
Yeah.
Maybe, wear something smart, but set it off with a T-shirt that says, I don't know, arses or something. A little bit rock and roll. Up yours.
Up yours?
Bums or, saying...
Yeah. Okay.
Rock and roll.
Okay, so if I can get a T-shirt that says bums...
A T-shirt with bums, and I will lend you my dinner jacket. Yes, and a cummerbund.
Okay, well, that's a deal then.
Can I give you a cummerbund, or would you rather not receive that? No, I'd like to give you a lovely red cummerbund.
Have you been drinking tonight?
Yes, I have, like a fish. So if anyone would like to receive a cummerbund, it sounds like a rude word, but it is.
It's a posh belt.
It's a posh belt.
I have a cummerbund.
Yes, it sounds like cummerbund might be the theme of that Gene Simmons song you had earlier.
Well,
it's not.
Well, thanks for calling.
Else, yes.
Good night.
Okay, yes. Bye-bye, everyone. No, that's it.
Line 6, you're on the wireless. Hello.
Hello.
You're on the air.
Hi there. Good evening. Good morning.
Yes.
Hi, it's John from Aberdeen. I called in a couple of days ago and just like to speak again.
Away you go, John.
I'm sorry?
Away you go, John.
Am I live on air right now?
You are live on air right now. Not for much longer, but you are at this moment.
Okay, Ian, you remember I talked to you a couple of days ago regarding tomorrow's event? When you're going to go on stage with the Hugh?
Yes, the Hugh.
Have you done your background work on the Quadrophenia play that we talked about that you've never even heard of?
I didn't do any background work, no.
Oh, well, that's ridiculous. I mean, you really shouldn't be there.
I'm not going to go on and do a talk about the bloody play, am I?
But you need to know about it. You need to do some...
All I've got to do is talk about Teenage Cancer Trust and then go, it's the Who.
That's ridiculous. How dare you?
I like his mock angry. Tomorrow, we're doing a mock anger show. I want people to phone up and be mock angry. Okay. How dare you? We're almost finished, don't we? Polly James is on tonight. Mm-hmm. Mark Crossley was giving me props at the Student Radio Awards.
Oh.
What does that mean?
How do you know that?
Someone twittered it. What does that mean? What does props mean?
Good things.
Is it a good thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been cursing him all day.
Oh.
Cursing him all
What's he
day.
supposed to have said then?
I don't know. Just someone said, Mark Crossley giving at Iain Lee props at Student Radio Awards.
Oh, that's lovely.
But
that means you've influenced him.
I'm still not sure what props means.
It's good. It's like American slang.
I'm not sure I'm happy with that. I'll have a word with him.
He probably didn't call it props.
Okay. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Oh, hello, Ian. Hello, it's Cheryl.
Hello, Cheryl.
I just want to say to Tony, I think he should be fined. There's a guy in the paper today who's 75 and just had a baby.
Oh, I heard about that 75-year-old man having a baby. That's disgusting.
I know.
Imagine a 75-year-old man entering you.
The poor
Sorry?
kid. His
Yeah.
wife's only 41.
Yeah.
But the dad's 75, so by 45 by comparison.
How old are you?
I'm 41. No, I'm 40. I'm really 41.
Steady. Could you imagine a 75-year-old man bearing down on you?
God, no. Oh, no, that's just
horrible, isn't it? Just imagine you lying on the bed and
No, we're not going to go there.
and he's slowly taking off his trousers.
That's gagfest.
His cane falls onto the floor.
Oh.
He shuffles over to the bed, collapses. You have to go and pick him
That's
up.
horrible. Stop it.
It happens. It happens all the time. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hello, it's me.
Hello, Cougar Pammy.
Look, I heard Barry. Now, I don't want to come a bund, but I'd like Barry's dickie.
Oh, for goodness sakes, come on. Last call of the night. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, this is Andrew from America, and we have a new, my friend here.
Andrew, we've only got like 20 seconds.
Come together now.
I can't. I can't make that joke. I nearly made a filthy joke.
What did she say?
She said, come together now. And I was going to make a filthy joke about not being able to unbuckle my belt and, You don't need to laugh, it was poor. Come on, it's 5 minutes to 1. What more can I want? People don't want entertainment now. They wait. People who are listening now, they're waiting for Polly James, let's be honest.
True,
That's all they're waiting for. So, my listeners are gone because they're losers and, people are waiting for Polly James. Who's very good and is coming on at 1 o'clock, and I thoroughly recommend. This is nice, this music, isn't it?
Yeah.
I get this made into a loop and it'll just have to be going. Anyway, if you missed the show this evening, it sounded something like this.
Iain Lee. It's all just a little bit of history repeating on Absolute Radio.
As we now walk through the master bedroom, we see that most of the clothing has holes in it.
I could do with a hand. Could you take a little detour?
Very drunk.
You're a powerful and attractive man.
Mentally ill, probably, I would suggest.
So me and Ange will give you a hand.
Anusal rectal repair.
All right, steady.
It's all over the living room floor.
I like girls.
If you wanted a shot of orange squash and lime, it'd come to £1.40.
I would stick it out farther, but the floor's dirty.
Idiots!
I'm now known as Kitty the Junior Cougar.
50 for the lime, 50 for the orange squash.
Can whip up a good goddamn froth.
That's fancy that. And I'll put the music on. I'll choose the music.
I've been watching the Fat Man.
That's fancy. Hello?
Iain Lee. He's back on the radio.
Absolute Radio.
Tomorrow at 11. FYI.
That's your best one.
No, it's not.
That's a good one.
I don't think so.
I like the whip it up into a froth.
Yeah,
Let's
it's a
talk
good
about
line.
his drinks. Kids, that's your lot. Boom, boom. Polly James up next. I'm back tomorrow. Fingers crossed. The next time we speak, I'll have introduced the Who live on stage.
It's empty in the valley of your heart.